Hey everyone, I'm back with another little video here. First off, there's my shirt I wanted to show. It's the Drakenfire Dragon, 92 to 98. It was the ride that was at Busch Gardens, Virginia, then demolished 2002. Anyway, I thought I'd show you. It was a pretty cool shirt. But that's not what we're talking about today. I'm just very confused about something. This movie here, The Bad Guys, came out in 2022, and I enjoyed it. You know, it was fun. It was, it was funny, entertaining, good watch, good cast, good animation, pretty funny and entertaining. I mean, it's a romp for what it is. I thought it was a decent watch. Then this year, the sequel came out, Bad Guys 2, and I found this far superior to the first movie. I mean, I love the expanded characters, the voice actors, all amazing. I think this had a lot more funny parts and heart in it. And mild spoiler alert, had romance between two couples that were confirmed in the movie without going too much into spoiler details. And here's what I don't understand is many people, myself included, found the second one far superior to the first movie. Like I said, the heart was better, the action was better, funnier, I think it was overall, more clever, the jokes hit harder. My theater had a lot of people laughing a lot in many scenes, myself included, and especially the scenes with Snake and Doob, those were pretty funny, especially the jump cuts in some scenes. Here's what I don't understand, and I'm really struggling with this. How is it that even though this got, also like the first movie, got overwhelmingly positive reviews, and from both critics and audiences, yet it made less money than the first movie, it seems. It's just not making any sense. Like I said, I mean, how is it that how can a movie get positive critic and audience reviews and somehow, with a lot of people, myself included, thinking the second movie was better than the first, and somehow it did less money? Came out August 1st this year, but I don't know if there was any real competition. I mean, maybe Fantastic Four, but that's a whole different genre, I guess. Yeah, it's a Marvel movie, probably kids see it, but it's not like really like a family movie like this. It's not really making any sense. And then it's like, even when I saw it in the theater, first time had a decent amount of people. I saw it twice, actually. First time had a decent amount of people. Second time, this is funny. I saw it on the first time on the Sunday it came out, and it was decently packed. My theater auditorium was. The second time I saw it later in the week on a Wednesday, it actually surprisingly had more people in it. It was pretty packed, I think. It had, I think, double than what Sunday's crowd was. And like I say, it's weird because this was like the only family movie out at the time, beginning of August this year. And, it's just really a shame because, like I say, it's something I felt when the first one came out, this is a nice start for DreamWorks, new series based off a book series, I know, but still. And then the second film comes out, and it, without spoiling too much, it did confirm a couple that was teased in the first movie. You see the movie, you probably know what it is. And the relationship, like the first one hinted at, developed it it was really nice the way they developed it. And the second film you really feel the payoff at the beginning and at the end, especially when the characters reunite. It's like a real sweet and wholesome moment, I think. And here's what I don't understand also. I mean, if you go online, like, it looks like these movies have a really strong, dedicated fan base. From I don't know, the furry community. I don't know I guess maybe there's an appeal there because of the anthro characters and all that. But you see like tons of art from these characters, videos that have like hundreds of thousands, even millions of views featuring the characters, compilation videos. So if you go by the compilation, if you go by the art online and the videos, compilations of these characters and scenes that have like hundreds of thousands or millions of views, you would think it would be like, it would guarantee like a smash at the box office. And the first one I said, it did well enough, had a budget of 80 million and made like 250 million. Which I'll give something though. It seems like DreamWorks, why did they have lower budgets than Disney and Pixar? I mean, their movies have like over 100, 200 million, but yet these movies only have like half the budget. It's really weird. I know they have like these movies, they have like the stylized animation, which is nice. It's kind of like Spider-Verse and they did with Puss in Boots 2. But it's just really weird because, like I said, the first one made 250 million. The second one only made like 220, which is really disappointing because, like I say, it's just not computing right. I mean, how is it that a movie can get positive reviews from critics and audiences, yet do worse, like especially the sequel, but yet make less money than the first movie, even though a good amount of people found the second one a step up? And not only that, it's like from all the compilations online, like on YouTube, TikTok, from what I've seen, I think that the videos of the characters, like the Wolf and Diane compilations, they have like hundreds of thousands or even millions of views. You think that would translate to like, big box office success. And a lot of the compilations have like hundreds of thousands or millions of views. I know I'm going in a circle at this point, but whatever. So you think that would translate into box office success, but it just doesn't make sense. I mean, how does the second movie, how does all the online popularity not translate into box office success? Which, I mean, I guess it was technically successful. It made over double, almost triple its money back. So a third movie isn't totally out of the question, but I don't know. It's just making it a little less likely, sadly, at this point, considering it made less money, which I said just doesn't make any sense. Like, I would have thought especially the hype for two of the main characters going into this movie. I read the book ahead of time, so I knew what to expect, the novelization. But, like I said, it's just weird because you could have sworn by all the hype that this couple had that it would translate into massive box office numbers, but it doesn't really seem that it translated well for some weird reason. And it's just really weird. And even when the scene happened, like there was a lot of excitement when the certain scene happened at the end that I thought was going to translate into massive box office receipts. But I don't know, maybe is there something I'm missing, guys? You could tell me, but it is funny though, because there are people joking that if they do a third movie, which I really hope we'll get it still, maybe even a mini-series with all the original voice, not those cheap Netflix mini movies that don't have the voice actors back. I mean, like a mini-series like Disney has done for like Monsters Inc., Zootopia, yada yada, all Inside Out. I mean, even DreamWorks did it with Shrek, I think, for the holiday specials. They had the same animation with the same voice actors, which was cool. Maybe bad guys. I'm thinking worst case scenario, if we don't get a third movie, I really hope for a mini-series that'll continue, because that's going to be a shame, because how much I love this movie, the second film even more, it set up quite a lot the way the movie ended, and that would really lessen my enjoyment if no continuation comes out of it. That would be a massive shame, because of how much I enjoyed the second movie better than the first. And especially where two of the characters' relationships are heading. Well, confirmed, I'm not going to too much into spoiler territory, but the way the second movie ended, it confirmed the relationship between two characters, and a lot of people even joke saying that if they do a third movie or mini-series, that they'll maybe they'll get married, or have a kid, which some other third installments did that too. Like if you've seen Shrek 3, they had Shrek and Fiona had a family. Ice Age 3, Manny and Ellie had Peaches. So it would be funny if this would continue that trend, the two of the main characters having a kid. That would be cool. Although it is kind of funny though, if you go online, a lot of the forums and stuff, like, it's funny. A lot of people, for some reason, a lot of artists and forum discussions say they would prefer if the certain characters I'm talking about had a daughter. It's more than a son, which is it's really kind of odd. Like, more people, it seems from what I've read that more people support them having a daughter than a son. I don't know what that's about. Can you guys tell me what that's about? A lot of the artwork too, some of the artwork I've seen has the kid like a hybrid kind of, sharing both of the characters' features. And that's just interesting. Like more people would want them to have a girl than a boy. Anybody know what that's about? I'm a little confused by that. But anyway, I'm just sharing my thoughts here because, like I said, I really enjoyed Bad Guys 2. I enjoyed it way more than the first movie. I still liked the first movie, but the second one just felt more polished. It was sharper. Humor, action was better. The songs, I think, were good too. I think there's only one song, but first movie had the cover of Feeling Alright, the Joe Cocker song by Ellie King. The second movie had the song Good Life by Rag and Bone Man. That's a good song. And there was a Busta Rhymes song, which was okay too. Especially where it's used, the songs are used. I kind of knew that going in where the songs were going to be placed, especially Good Life. But anyway, guys, I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the second movie expanded, the new characters, the bad girls, I thought were really cool and funny. I said, I'm just perplexed here, guys. I need help here. I don't understand why the second movie didn't make as much money. Because like I said, you would have thought with all the hype going into it, especially between two of the characters, where the relationship goes, the videos online have hundreds of thousands or millions of views, the compilations of the characters from the first movie. You would have thought that would translate into immediate box office success. But, I mean, the second movie, yes, it technically is successful, but it making less money, that makes me really pessimistic that we're going to get a third movie. And it's funny that people were joking, thinking it would compete with Zootopia 2, Bad Guys 2, box office totals, and I don't think that's really going to happen now. Zootopia 2 is probably going to make over $1 billion at this point. It's going to easily clear Bad Guys 2's 230 million, I think. Probably first weekend even. It wouldn't surprise me. First couple weekends. And I know that comes out the week after. I know I'm going off topic, but whatever. I know Zootopia 2 comes out the week after Wicked 2. Before Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I think Zootopia 2 is going to make way more money than Wicked 2, as I said, because also Wicked 2, while that's, I guess, maybe could be a kid movie, family movie, it's not like Zootopia, Disney, because that's more of a family kid appeal. And then you have the nostalgia factor and the 9-year gap. So a lot of kids that grew up, or kids when the first movie came out in 2016 are now in their teens or adults, so you have that factoring in too. And I'm going off topic here. I just want to know you guys think why Bad Guys 2 didn't make as much money as the first, even though all signs pointed, at least in my opinion, that it would have. And we were just very wrong, all of us fans were. So, I don't know. That's all I got to say for now. Catch you guys later. Bye.